Hey guys, it's Cmixx from Magic Reality. Welcome back. Anyway, today I have a kind of a different subject to talk about. A little bit more serious about what happens when we die and just dealing with death in general. I recently just found out last night from a good friend of mine that I went to high school with. His dad passed away, and I knew him and his family fairly well for many years, and his dad, Brian, owned many different businesses. He owned a restaurant, the Black Pearl. That's where I got my first restaurant job as a busboy when I was 16. They owned Alto Sham Company, the ovens that you see like in 7-Elevens or in regular even commercial kitchens. His dad was one of the main distributors for that in the southeast, a long time ago. They owned all sorts of other businesses, where one was they'd buy up old used restaurant equipment at very low prices, from places that are going out of business and stuff. They'd fix up whatever they had to fix up and then resell it. And that was a big business for them. All growing up, they always had, every year his dad would get a brand new Corvette and his mom would get a brand new Beamer 740 IL. And they'd have boats, hella boats, yachts. This crazy penthouse suite up top, right on the ocean. Their condo, that's where he lived. We go hang out there damn near every day. Well, not every day, but you know what I mean, all the time. Since his parents were, when we were in high school, they owned the restaurant at the time. So they would always be there till like 1 in the morning. So on the weekends, we're like 15, 16. Me and a bunch of my other friends, we'd all stay over at Chris's house. We'd tell our parents we're staying the night at Chris's house. And his parents wouldn't get home till like 1 or 2 in the morning. So we just hang out upstairs on his balcony and get drunk, all sorts of stuff. Basically just, get into trouble. But it was a fun time though. It was a lot of learning, a lot of fun, just carefree. But like I was telling my friend Chris last night, his dad's entrepreneurial involvement and skills, lightweight, is what drove me when I was starting out. I'd always use that as a reference. I'd always think back and I'd be like, think about Chris's dad, think about how he started and what he did. And so he was definitely an influential person to me in many ways. And I was very sad to hear the unfortunate news about him. So anyway, all the other videos I made so far is all about positive thinking, creating your reality, living a balanced life. And that's part of life, is death, and that's part of balance, is black, white, negative, positive. So when death takes place, it's just a transfer of energy. It's like when you boil water, it transfers from water to vapor. Doesn't mean it's disappeared, it just means it's a different state. So we know this as well through one of the laws of thermodynamics, which says that energy can't be created or destroyed. And us as humans is just a big pile of energy, just a column of energy. And it's intense energy too. It's not like some, this grass has energy in it too, but nowhere near the amount that we have. So for someone to die, it just doesn't make sense for all that energy to just disappear all of a sudden, you know. So it has to be transferred somewhere. And just to kind of pause for a second. I don't want any of what I'm saying to seem like I'm telling you this is how it is, you got to think like this, whatever. Everything in any of these videos is all my opinion, and most of it is things I've learned out of experience, and that I hold true to myself. I'm just simply telling you guys about it. If it resonates with you, then great. If not, don't worry about it. Anyway, my belief is that the energy that we're seeing in a person is materializing at a certain wavelength, and it interacts with our current reality that we live in. When they pass away, their energy transforms states. And again, for that boiling water analogy, it's just like that. When you boil water, you can sit there and look at the water in the pot all day, but when it boils and it evaporates, you don't see where that steam goes. But that steam is still in the environment. You see what I'm saying? It might have collected up on top of your oven hood, in little beads of sweat. A good amount of it got absorbed into the air around us, the atmosphere, and be sucked back up and rain back down on us. So you got to think about life and death in terms of a cycle like that. Just like how nature dies, whether it's animals or plants or trees, it's now becomes fuel for the next generation. Those decomposing pieces of matter that once contained its energy and now no longer contains the energy, and now it's decomposing because of that. The nutrients and everything left behind in the decomposition fuels the next generation of whatever that may be, whether it's a forest, whether it's even humans evolved in a similar fashion. So we as humans got to understand that death is just another part of our journey. Our consciousness, what makes us real, what makes us turn on, is that's really all that matters. Our physical body is just here for the time being, for our stay on Earth. So I believe that the energy is put back out there into the universe, and whatever now directs that energy, whether it's a spirit type body or just consciousness alone, or whether a different dimension, who knows. Now that energy can be free to resonate back into our reality, through a buffer in a way. We can't directly notice it, but we can sense it, and we can attribute things to it. So I like to think that my grandmother Loretta, Chris's dad Brian, my uncle Brud, anyone else who's passed away, I like to believe that they're in a different dimension, and they're progressing with their journey through the universe, and it's just another stage. It's the next level, so we're here on Earth, and we have plenty of earthly problems, everyday problems. Organized religion kind of makes it seem like it's night and day, like we're here for X amount of time. Once you die, then you're going to be judged, and then you're going to go either to heaven or to hell. Like I said, to each their own. I'm not saying what's right or wrong, but I'm just saying what makes the most sense to me. And if there's any sort of judgment or levels, I doubt it's black and white, like heaven, hell. I feel like if anything, it's more like a radio. you're tuned into 94.9 or you're tuned into 106.1, 106.1 vibrates at a higher frequency. It's a higher energy signal. So I feel like if you're just float through life and you're okay, when you switch dimensions and you pass on, your energy will only vibrate so high, so however high your energy vibrates, it resonates with whatever dimension you're headed to. So if you're been a higher vibration person, you've indulged in positive things in life and the good things, and you have good energy and great personality and help people and honest, you're gonna have a higher vibration than someone who cheats and steals and lies and kills, whatever. So no one's sitting there judging you. It's about the vibration that you're at, I believe. Now, that progression is just like a part of life, and it's tougher for the people that are left behind living because we don't necessarily have a definitive answer to what happens, and that may or may not be a good thing. Who knows if that would be good if we knew. So again, I just want you guys to remember, like, to keep in mind how positive vibrations and thoughts are vital to your well-being and to your reality. So without that, you won't have as much strength going through these things. Anyway, there's always a grieving period when someone close to you or a loved one or family member dies. There's no way around that, and it's natural. It's part of the human process. So do what you got to do within reason, and don't become a victim of it, though. Don't get down on yourself. Don't put guilt trips on other people. Don't try to use it as a crutch or an excuse. Take the reasonable amount of time you need to work through it and wrap your head around things and understand everything, but then get back to what you need to do and get back to your own success and back to your own life. There's people who will let it affect them for years, if not longer. So you have to become comfortable with the fact and embrace the fact that it's a natural part of life. It's balance, and they're just onto a higher vibrational place right now. And if anything, they're gonna transcend some of their energy back down to our dimension and help out loved ones like you or people that are grieving for them. So the main thing you can do is take advantage of your life and utilize it and be something, be successful, do what you want to do. And I feel like, if anything, that's what someone who passed on would appreciate the most. They don't want you sitting here month after month moping around, trying to have people feel sorry for you or whatnot. So take a reasonable amount of time, do what you got to do, and then go on with bettering yourself, becoming a better person, and bettering your life. And I feel like you wouldn't be able to honor anybody any better than by doing that, And these are all generalizations, Again, it's not the Bible I'm preaching here, so don't take it literally if you have a problem with any of it. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap things up for now. So go visit the clothing line website, grandslifestyle.com. recording studio. That's magiccity510.com. And then go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Cmixx, 2 X's, and follow the clothing line Grand's Lifestyle, and follow Magic City Studios, and I'll get a new video out to you guys tomorrow. Keep an eye out for the reality show. That'll be out soon, and just stay positive. Try to make forward progression every day, minute by minute. Remember, stay positive. All right, guys. See you.